Hi guys, what's up? I am in Cairo, Egypt, and I want to vlog this whole trip to see if the scams and stories that I've heard are true. I solo travel a lot as a female traveler, but I've never been to an African country or an Arab country alone before. So we're vlogging this together. We're gonna see if all the stories are accurate or not. I arrived 2 days ago in Sphinx airport through Fly Dubai coming from Dubai. They passed out this arrival card before landing for you to fill out and then give to the immigration officer. And then you directly go to immigration. Now, I was informed that I don't need a visa because I do come from an Arab country. But when I arrived there near the immigration guy, he asked me where my visa is, and I was like, I don't need one, right? And he's like, nah, you do. And he was super friendly, and like he made a little joke about how people lied to me if they told me that I didn't need one. So he asked me to go to the bank right next door to get a visa for $25. So I go do that. They gave me the entry visa sticker to stick on my passport by myself, which was a first for me. And then stand back in line for immigration. And then I go to the same guy eventually, and he tells me that I didn't need to stand in line. I could have just came to him directly, which was nice, but you know, I'm in a foreign country, I'm gonna follow the rules. He stamps my passport, I go, there's another security guard just to check that there is a stamp, and then you go to pick up your luggage. I didn't have any luggage with me, I took my stuff on carry-on, so I could immediately leave the airport. Before you leave the airport, there is another like little screening thing for luggage. The guy there asked me if I have any, I don't know what he said. He said it in Arabic, but I think it was like an Egyptian dialect word that I didn't understand. So I asked him what, like repeat the sentence, and he was like, you can go, because he saw that I don't even know whatever kind of or what he was referring to. So I go put my stuff in the screening thing, and you can go directly outside. So I thought I'll find a line of cars outside, like, you know, taxis, like most airports. But there wasn't. So I asked the security if I could find a taxi nearby, and he's like, no, there are no taxis, but there is a limousine. And I kind of chuckled because I thought he's joking, like, why would I need a limousine? But he was serious. They have a limousine service. And I'm like, no, I don't need a limousine. I'll take a taxi, but if there is no taxi, I'll check on Uber. So I tried to book an Uber, but I think it was a really busy time period, so I couldn't really find anything. Each time I would, you know, click on the location I want to go to, it will load, and then it will tell me that they couldn't find any Uber drivers for me. And I did that a couple of times and tried different car models, or not models, but car type service of Uber. And the same thing would happen. So eventually I'm like, my only option is the limousine. So I go to the counter of the limousine, and I'm expecting a limousine. And I tell them where I want to go. They give me the price, which was $45. $45 is about 2,000 something Egyptian pound. Based on the Uber prices I was trying to get, it's between 400 and 200 Egyptian pounds. So it's a big jump. But I need to go to where I need to go. So I'm like, okay, let's do that. So he sits me in their little office shop thing, and he tells me to wait until the car is here. And then the car comes, and I already paid him right in the airport. The car comes, and the guy takes my luggage, and he's walking me outside. And I'm expecting a limousine. You know, I come from Dubai, you know, even though the limousine doesn't make sense. So anyway, it was not a limousine. Now, I wouldn't say I'm disappointed because I kind of saw it coming. But it was a car that got me from point A to B, which is what I needed. And, you know, there was a guy that took care of the luggage and everything like that. The car ride was smooth. I actually spoke to the driver, and, you know, we vibed on some things, and I understood the culture a bit more. He drops me off to my hotel, and as he takes my luggage outside of the trunk, he's like, do you have any tips for me? And I'm like, nah, I paid $45 for this. I'm sorry, I'm not someone that tips unless like I really feel like it's worth it. In this case, I didn't feel like it was worth it because I know I'm not getting scammed, but I am paying more than the average price because there are no available Ubers or taxis. So I did not pay any tips, and I'm okay with that. Like, I have the not confidence, but like the strength in my heart to say no to that. No one can pressure me into giving a tip, which I think is a strong, you know, it's a skill that you need if you're traveling in countries like this. But, you know, I don't think he mind, or wasn't gonna give me my luggage or anything like that. So I go inside the hotel, I check in. It was super smooth. I'm staying in Novotel Hotel, which has a beautiful view over Cairo Tower.